Are you ready, guys? Because today we got even more to talk about. We actually have a little bit of a teaser from Miyamoto himself talking about 3 games that were made with the 2 Super Mario movies in mind, which to me is beyond interesting. And we also have something to talk about a potential rumor, leak, or whatever you want to call it, about the next Nintendo Direct that actually could be very soon. Like, we might be looking at another Nintendo Direct, a general Direct that is, in September. So of course more of that in this video, so make sure to stick around because there's a lot to talk about. And of course, as always, if you guys are brand new to the channel and you don't want to miss all the Nintendo and gaming news, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, help reach my goal of 11,000 subscribers. Let's see if we can hit our sub goal of 20 subs today. Let's get right into it. So Miyamoto says at least 3 Nintendo games were created with the Mario movies in mind. In an interview with Miyamoto, he confirmed suspicions that the Star Fox remake was developed to capitalize on the potential popularity of Fox after his inclusion in the Galaxy movie. He also confirmed that Princess Peach, Showtime, and then the Yoshi Mysterious Book games were also created with the first and the second Mario movies in mind, basically so people, the fans, can play games with those characters, saying that I don't decide on the entire lineup myself, but sometimes decisions are made based on specific needs. For example, we have the idea to include Star Fox in the script for Mario Galaxy movie, so we should make a new Star Fox game. Miyamoto also explained that not only did the movies determine which games Nintendo decided to make, but other games had an effect on the films too. We started production on the first Mario movie and Princess Peach Showtime around the same time, he explained, and we had discussions like, since we have this game in the works, shouldn't we make more Peach more active in the movie as well? We also decided that Yoshi would appear in the Mario Galaxy movie, so they kicked off development of the Yoshi game that just recently dropped to ensure that there was a Yoshi game available. It varies by case, but I think we'll have to continue to move forward while maintaining a positive relationship between our games and other media initiatives. So obviously this is something that people kind of suspected. People kind of thought about this and predicted this was the case. But the reason why this is so interesting to me is because of the simple fact that when we do get the 3rd Mario movie, or just other Nintendo movies in general, because they're definitely going to be dropping other Nintendo movies. We have rumors of a Star Fox movie. They could be dropping a Yoshi standalone movie. I'm sure Smash Bros. Eventually, of course, Donkey Kong. When we do get other movies and we could see other cameos of other characters, because it seems like, the Nintendo universe is, I guess, one universe or multiverse, whatever. I don't know where they're going with this, but that kind of entails that every single Nintendo character exists technically within the movies, even though we haven't seen them yet. So my point is, when we do eventually see some other characters that have yet to be featured in one of the Nintendo movies, I think we can kind of pick apart them, see how much they really matter in the overall movie itself, and kind of predict a future game. We did get Donkey Kong. We did get a Donkey Kong game recently with Bonanza, but of course we also have rumors, or I guess more confirmation actually. I don't really know what's happening with the Donkey Kong movie, but there should be one in the works. There could potentially be another Donkey Kong game around the similar time of the movie, or like I just said, if there's another character that's featured for the first time, or just, I guess, a big character within that game, we can kind of assume maybe they're going to drop a new game based on that new character. Another interesting thing to mention is that they also did talk about how they want to create new characters for the movies that have never been in a game before. So if they do that, it could be the exact same thing, but reversed, where we'd see a brand new character for the first time ever in a movie, and then we would later be getting a game based on the new character that was first revealed in a movie. Nintendo seemed to be pretty transparent about everything recently, and obviously this is like not shocking. This is pretty basic stuff here, and we all assumed this would happen, but it's really cool to see that that's actually where their minds were going. And it's good news for us because, it kind of rebooted Star Fox in a way. We should have another Star Fox game coming out next year, which is the word on the street, as well as that Star Fox movie would be awesome. I want to know from you guys, what are some characters that you would absolutely love to see in the movies that we've yet to see? Now let's move on to the Nintendo Direct information. So this is, I guess you could say, a big rumor or just theory. I don't really even know what to call this yet, but we do have Necrolipe over here on Twitter saying, my guess for the date of the next Nintendo Direct is September 15th, which obviously that's not a leaked date, that's just his guess. Saying on that same date, Diablo 4 should be announced and released for the Switch 2. I'm saving this here to see if I get it right. Attack the Backlog, which obviously is a pretty reputable source. He's had many things correct in the past, saying, I better not comment. Somebody asking in the reply saying, what is it that you know? Attack the Backlog says, enough to book time off from work, but also enough to get in trouble for opening up my mouth too early. Somebody else responding to that comment saying something about GTA. I did a quick Google Translate, and I believe he's asking if Attack the Backlog knows anything about GTA, possibly 6, coming onto the Switch. Where Attack the Backlog saying, well, Mr. Nash has already spoken about the topic, but I've heard positive things, and it's not my information to share, but I could say that I have a lot of hope now, my friend. firstly, let's just bring it to the beginning of this where he says, I better not comment, and saying that he knows enough information and he's gonna keep his mouth shut. I think the closer we do get to this, he probably will come out about a specific date or something. I think maybe the reason why he's not saying anything is because he doesn't want to be wrong with the date, because things can always change, or maybe he just doesn't want anything from Nintendo to be affected. Maybe he doesn't want them to delay it if it gets leaked or put out there. But from what he was saying, especially the fact that he's apparently taken time off of work and stuff, it does seem like he does know something that could be announced in September, meaning a big announcement. If bro is taking off time from work, I would assume that's a pretty big announcement. Obviously, the main things would be Ocarina of Time remake, possibility of Mario 3D to be announced as well. Not released, just announced. May not be a huge trailer, but it could be something. And probably some surprises. And of course, other games that we kind of already know about and just are expecting. And maybe GTA 6. It doesn't really sound like GTA 6 is really going to be announced. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they could figure out a way to make it work on the Switch 2, but it definitely is a pretty big game, and I wouldn't bet on this being on the Switch 2 immediately, but I could see it happening in the future. We've had so many rumors about that and just back and forth. It makes me think that they are trying to figure it out, and it's just like a possibility, like it's a big maybe out there. So, I mean, not even to mention, if you just kind of take a look at the history in the past of Nintendo General Directs, we usually do get one in September. So if you do look at the calendar as well, it starts off on a Tuesday. September is on a Tuesday, and Nintendo Directs are usually on a Tuesday. I swear there's some on Thursdays sometimes, but it's typically, I would say, Tuesday or Thursday. So if it isn't the 1st of September, it could be the 8th, maybe the 10th. I don't think they would do a Wednesday, but you never know. I mean, we are in a time with Nintendo where they're just kind of like doing whatever they want. They don't really care anymore. Like, they're just literally doing whatever they want. What I mean by they don't care is the fact that they don't have to do things by the book. Like with the Star Fox Direct, they literally just announced that they were going to do one, and then 10 minutes later they went live. So it could be one of those scenarios. They don't even have to announce this Direct ahead of time. They could just go live, and guess what? They will probably still be pulling in a couple million viewers. Some of the other rumors at the moment is like this is going to be kind of the Zelda's 40th anniversary celebration Direct that will be mainly focused on Zelda, but it won't just be Zelda, if that makes sense. Like, Zelda will definitely have a big presence in this, with maybe a console announced, potentially even a Pro controller, and the console might be bundled with Ocarina of Time. I don't know, we've been hearing just different things, but there should be something with a console or a controller with Zelda. I mean, that's kind of what we know. And I do think we will be getting a Direct in September. I think it makes sense. I think they're going to want to hype us up for 2027, the future of Nintendo, because whatever they do announce in this, I would say most of it is going to be 2027. Of course, aside from Ocarina of Time or some other third-party games that they could potentially announce for this year, but I think most of it's going to be 2027. So we got a lot going on right now, guys. There's so much back and forth and so many, I guess you could say, reputable people coming out to make some claims. So of course, as we do know more, dude, I feel like this is a story. We just get little bits and pieces. It's like weekly episodes, man. We just get bits and pieces of new leaks and new rumors from different sources, kind of just mashing them all together. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic and a blessed day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.